The mayor of Highland Park making an impassioned plea on Capitol Hill today.
Mayor Nancy Rotering urged lawmakers to consider a federal ban on assault weapons. Our Tim McNicholas was right there in the hearing and joins us live now from Washington, D.C. Tim.
Dana and Jim, today's hearing a clear example of just how divided Republicans and Democrats are on this issue. Both Illinois senators enthusiastically support an assault weapons ban. Many Republicans say no way. 3 women attending the hearing hoisted ribbons with the names of 2 people who died in Highland Park and the word enough. They raised the ribbons just after Texas Senator John Cornyn criticized the idea of banning assault weapons.
One thing I am unwilling to do is to erode the constitutional rights of law-abiding citizens.
Our lives are at stake.
Rachel Jacoby, whose friend was seriously wounded in Highland Park, explained why she brought the ribbons.
To make sure that people in that room know that we're thinking exactly of every single victim of Highland Park and every other mass shooting, and they need to act.
Texas Senator Ted Cruz said instead of a weapons ban, lawmakers should focus on bolstering security and mental health services. Democrats argued that assault rifles are weapons of war, and the people who want to hunt or defend themselves can still buy other guns. Highland Park Mayor Nancy Rotering told the committee one of the victims, Nicolas Toledo Zaragoza, needed a closed casket funeral.
Less than a minute is all it took for a person with an assault weapon to shoot 83 rounds into a crowd, forever changing so many lives. And the most disturbing part, this is the norm in our country.
Mayor, Senators Cruz, Cornyn, and Grassley, they all pointed out that what they view as the most restrictive gun laws in the country in Illinois and Highland Park did not prevent the shooting. What was your reaction when you heard that?
We are not an island, and as I stated earlier, we are only as safe as the weakest gun laws in our surrounding states.
These bans would be ineffective and not consistent with the right of self-defense.
And New Jersey Senator Cory Booker focused much of his questioning on common ground that might exist between the two parties. For example, he feels that many people, regardless of party, would support stronger background checks. Now, the House is currently considering a bill that would ban assault weapons. If that can pass the House, and that's a big if, it is highly unlikely to pass the Senate. Live on Capitol Hill, Tim McNicholas, CBS 2 News.
All right, Tim, thank you.